This brings me to something else I don't like about this game. Final Fantasy II is the first game when your party can change due to the story, but the changes never feel right. In Final Fantasy VII, when Aerith died, it was unexpected and pivotal to the story. But in this one, you get a character to fill the 4th slot. He dies or goes away. And then you get another one over and over. And since we named the 4th guy already, we know this is going to keep happening until he shows up. And he'll be my weakest character, because the game keeps taking my 4th character away and replacing him with somebody you gotta level up from scratch. And this wouldn't bother me so much if the game weren't trying to be such an epic tale. It lends this air of inescapable predictability. And all this game has going for it is the story, not the gameplay. Why? Let me show you. First, the battles are exactly the same as in Final Fantasy I. Right down to the lack of graphics and the lack of an auto-target. Ineffective my ass. The guy's right there, you... Final Fantasy I was too slow, but in Final Fantasy II, you can change the speed. Thank God. But now it's too fast! And you can't change it? Great. Put in the names, and the game just starts in a battle? Fine. I can't really explain how the battle menu moves, but it's an improvement over the first game. I'm dead. I wake up. Oh great, the nothing here bullshit is back. There's just no sound effect. Okay, you start with a weapon, but no money. This won't be a problem. Let's check the item situation here. Oh great, you still have to buy stuff one at a time. And you can only hold 32 items. You know, everyone jokes about how you can carry all those items in RPGs. Imagine a game where you can't do that. Look at this, all I did was buy some armor and I'm out of money. And you only get 10 gil per battle. I'm 5 minutes in, people. One of my characters is already dead, and I'm out of money. Let's check the stats of my character here. Now, I could put armor, gloves, shields, and helmets. I like the idea of that, but goddamn, these items always cost too much money. The magic spells have weird names like Aspel 16, Bolt 8, and Fire 10. What are those numbers? Well, each character can know 16 spells, and these spells can level up. They grow in power up to level 16, and cost as much MP as the level. Sounds nice, but this magic system sucks. Why? These spells cost too much, and they never seem to hurt harder than 500 damage. Plus, the MP isn't worth it. In every other game, you can pick weaker spells that still do damage, but cost less MP, and allow you to conserve it. Not here. The game forces you to just waste untold amounts of MP for nothing. It makes it harder to heal when you desperately need it. And it turns out you have to heal yourself more than ever in this game, but we'll get to that. Suffice to say for now, that when the game gets hard, it's not like the enemies get harder, it's just that they make physical attacks do nothing, so you're forced to use magic. We have to ask ourselves when we consider Final Fantasy II. They had the battle system right in the first game. Why did they change it to something so goddamn stupid? Here's another pleasure. If your character's in the back row, all physical attacks are ineffective. Okay, you say don't put them in the back row. Well, guess what? If a character dies in battle, which is gonna happen a lot, then the character is automatically sent to the back row. You gotta keep putting them back in the front row. And considering how often you get killed in this game, this is a constant annoyance. But let's face it, you'll forget to press select and fix the formation every time. This is probably the hardest Final Fantasy game ever made, but for all the wrong reasons. To win this game, you have to level up constantly. But you don't want to level up in this game. You check out the menu here, and you look at your character's stats. And then you look for levels, and you realize, oh wait, this is Final Fantasy II. There are no levels. You see, they took a realistic view of training your characters. In real life, the harder and more often you do something, the more the body adapts so you can be better at it. For example, if I work out my chest a lot, my chest gets stronger. They applied this principle to the game. Now that might sound like a good idea, but there are many problems with it. First, the programmer screwed it up. You don't gain MP unless you waste it all. You don't gain HP unless you lose it all. Your stats go up fine, but if you don't cheat or get your ass kicked in every battle, you'll never beat this game. Second, it's nearly impossible to monitor your progress. You can be in battles for hours and lose track of what you did, and in the process lose everything. Third, you generally want to have all your stats increase at the same time. If I have a warrior in my party, he won't use magic that often. But when I'm dying, I'll want him to use Cure. But since I didn't waste my MP constantly with this guy, it's very easy to get characters that have 5,000 HP and 5 MP, making him utterly useless. And the most important flaw, the only way you can be sure that you improve the stats of characters is to be in control of what is being done to the characters and what the characters are doing. Makes sense. But you don't control the enemies, do you? So if you want the weakest member of your party to gain HP, you have to make sure they get hit a lot and go into critical, so you can force them into gaining it. Remember, if you just kill enemies and breeze through like you normally do, you'll never level up. Brilliant. You can't even run from battles. I guess you have to level that up too. You have to sit there in easy battles and make sure you waste MP and HP. But it's faster just to hit yourself with magic spells and physical attacks. It's the only way you can force your characters to grow. So the only way to level up in this game is to hit yourself over and over again. Wait, you can miss yourself? God damn it. anyone who has complained about the battle system in Final Fantasy VIII needs to play this game. They will come back begging to draw spells again. And if you know somebody who hasn't played this game and hates Final Fantasy VIII, and you like Final Fantasy VIII, lie to them. Tell them that this game is better. I don't care how vulnerable drawing spells made you. Hitting yourself is worse. And guess what? All the benefit is gone if you end up killing the guy, which happens in every other battle. You gotta buy a lot of Phoenix Downs just to do this. What? Phoenix Downs are 5,000 gil? And they work like they do in Final Fantasy IX. They only give you 1 to 10 HP. Great. Holy shit, I never thought I'd miss AP and XP. This leveling up process makes the game virtually unplayable. And you feel like an idiot hitting yourself over and over again. I mean, it quintuples the length of the battle. I mean, how many times can you hit yourself in the face and stay sane? There is one saving grace, though. You can more easily level up your skills by exploiting a bug in the game. Select the skill and the enemy, and then cancel it. And do that over and over and over again. The game will think you did it anyway. But you know what that means? It means you'll be doing this. For 52 hours. Fun, huh? It's such a pain in the ass to level up each magic spell one after the other. All of this should have just been automatic. But you have to do it, because believe it or not, if you don't do this, leveling up spells and weapon skills takes longer. But it's not like you can't do it. You know, it's possible after 4 hours. But goddamn! I have never fallen asleep more times during a video game than I have during Final Fantasy II. And I know Nasir programmed this thing, but I don't blame him, because he was really the only guy doing it. I mean, just imagine the production meeting. I want to make a Final Fantasy title light years ahead of the first one. I need an epic story. Okay, I'll write something about an empire dominating the world with
4 valiant youths
caught up in the middle. Awesome. I want the story to last for hours of gameplay.
And the battle system has to be better. We'll redesign all the monsters. Hell, we'll make it totally realistic. Forget the system we had before. Each character levels up based on what they do, instead of the juvenile experience point system. Better still, they have to hold items, right? They can't just have an inventory.
Yes! Innovation! That's the ticket! I want everything streamlined, with new battle animations, more cutscenes, more dungeons, more dramatic character deaths. And it's gotta be like a real situation of rebels against an empire. There's gotta be codes and secret passwords, subterfuge, with shifting alliances and partners. Great! We'll need double the vehicles the first one had, and have better dialogue, triple the weapons, and better dungeons, bigger and better and trickier dungeons. The music's gotta be better. Yes! Yes! But all this in one game. We've got to plan this carefully.
Don't worry, I've planned it out on this simple flowchart.
It's gotta be like real life, where you can turn the wrong corner, or talk to the wrong person, and be killed on the spot. That sounds awesome! It'll give a real atmosphere of tension.
What else can we do? I know. Characters will have to learn and acquire skills with their weapons and spells, just like they would in real life. We'll have to account for that. Let me make another flowchart.
The wheels are turning. I love this. And of course the battles and difficulty have to take longer and be harder. Everything must be 10 times better and more complex than it was before. Every idea you guys came up with is great. Surely we can cram everything in there.
Of course we can. Nothing can go wrong with that.
Okay, Nasir, program it. You got 4 months. Oh shit. So obviously there's gonna be mistakes. Let's recap. 1. You have to hit yourself to level up. 2. You have to waste hours leveling up, or you will not survive the next dungeon. 3. You hit yourself so much that you waste all your MP to heal yourself just so you don't lose. Number 4. You have to waste your MP to raise it. And remember, you can't afford Phoenix Downs, Ethers, or Magic, so you'll die. 5. You kick your own ass so much that the enemy's destroyed. 6. You waste all your money on potions so you can survive. But then you realize you can't use items? What the fuck? 7. You realize you're only doing this to progress a storyline that was obviously written in the 20 minutes before the deadline. 8. You realize this is the only Final Fantasy made this ass backwards, and that at any moment you can turn it off and play something decent. And finally 9. You turn the damn thing off after an hour and burn it. But wait, you say, there are more problems with this game? Of course there are! Equipping things takes forever because nothing is automatic and you can only have a few items. You have to sell everything you used to own, only making this take longer. Once you level up and get some money, this game isn't so bad. It's just boring. Since everyone can equip everything as long as you have the cash to buy it, it allows for a lot of customization. Any character can be anything, but it's really unnecessary as you don't need much strategy to beat this game. Have some strong spells, the basic elements, make sure your offensive guys use swords, and use cure and heal, and make sure everyone has a powerful magic attack, since every other enemy in this game is immune to physical attacks, and you'll be fine. You'll still need a walkthrough though, because without it, you'll be stuck constantly. You can talk to every NPC, give every password, and still not know what to do. And another thing, there's something about the dialogue boxes that make you not read them. It was like this in the first one. In that game, all the text was on one dialogue box and easily went away very quickly. There were no digestible chunks. It's better here, but not by much.